Hello, my valuable viewers. I'm happy to see you back on my channel. And today is exactly 1 week since the conflict between US and Iran has escalated. So the global markets reacted immediately. And as you may know, oil prices skyrocketed, gold prices surged, and on the opposite side, the stock markets dropped down. In the US, and especially in South Korea, where the market even crashed and they had to stop trading for the whole day. So what we're gonna do today? Today we're gonna observe and review the markets to see exactly what happened in the last 7 days. And first of all, to understand what kind of opportunities it's created for you for the next week. Because many things moved a lot, and this is exactly what traders are looking to see in the market, volatility. So volatility came back to the market, and this is the time now to take advantage of that. In order for us to get started and obviously to observe the markets, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go and just quickly look at my screen. And on my screen, we're gonna go and check assets one by one. And of course, I'll explain to you what happened and what is expected to happen. So if we look at oil now, we are looking at oil now, and I'm looking at oil on 1 hourly chart. As you can see at the top, it's 1 hour. It means that every candle here represents for me 1 hour movement, right? So that's number one thing. Second thing, let's look at the beginning of the last week, right? We're gonna look at here, and if we bring our mouse, right, it's March, and if we bring the mouse here, you can see it's the 2nd of March. It's exactly a week ago when the market opened on Monday. So if you look at here, right, there's a huge gap. There's a huge gap in price. So this is the price that closed on Friday, right? And as you may see, the price back then was $73 per barrel on Friday. And then starting from Monday, the price opened straight away $78 per barrel. So imagine 73, 78, it's $5. The price gone up right away the next day. And since then, as you may see, from $73, it's now today at $90.86. And they say that the price may continue rising as long as the conflict will continue between Iran and US. So they say that the next week the price may surge to $100 per barrel. In order for you to understand this as an opportunity, so let's say that you open your trade, let's say on Friday, or maybe you want to open your trade even on Monday. From the price that the oil now, it's $91, Brent oil, $91 for you to buy now for 1 barrel. Okay, let's say you want to buy 1,000 units, 1,000 barrels. Okay, I'm just going to give you an example on that. So to buy 1,000 barrels, you need $1,823 for you to be able to buy that much, considering that you have your leveraged account on your, let's say, platform, on your trading platform with 1 to 50. So with 1 to 50 leverage, which is your buying power, you need only $1,800 in order for you to be able to buy 1,000 barrels of oil. But let's say that oil price goes to $100 per barrel. That's what is expected to go, you see? So if I'm putting here $100, that's where the oil is expected to go. Over here, I'm gonna see what's gonna be my reward. So you see, so if I was going to buy 1,000 barrels of oil now, my potential is to make $8,800 back in return using only $1,800 as an investment, because the oil price is expected to surge higher. Do you understand that? So this is an opportunity in the scenario that the markets will be let's say at the huge risk next week if the escalation will continue. So this is number one thing that you need to observe, right? Oil. We're gonna go and look at gold. So if we look at gold, right, and we look at gold, and I'm gonna bring gold same way. Right, so if you look at gold, the price of gold on the 26th of February closed at the price of 5,278. You see, that was the price on Friday for gold. However, on Monday, you see, the 2nd of March on Monday, the price already opened at 5,392. So it gone up to that level, and then it reached 5,421. So usually gold is considered as a safe haven And of course, when these type of tensions happen, let's say war or a lot of uncertainty, investors pulling their money into something very, let's say, safe. And in this case is gold. But what is very interesting in this situation is that gold reached $5,422. But look what happened later. It actually dropped to $5,171 by Friday, but in fact it was dropping even up to 5,000. So from 5,400, okay, by 3rd of March, by the next day, it dropped down to 5,000. So it lost like about 10% of its value. It's a huge drop. Now, the question here is very important question, by the way, that you may want to ask, but how the gold is dropping down when there's uncertainty, when usually it skyrockets? So there's only one explanation that I can give you is that oil gone up a lot previously, okay, and a lot of investors, let's say, gained some capital. Now, considering that the stock market was dropping like crazy, that's something that we're gonna check now, right? I may assume that there was a lot of oil selling in order for them to recover some other losses. Let's say those that been investing in Bitcoins, you probably know that Bitcoin dropped down a lot. So a lot of companies having Bitcoins on their balances. So there's only one explanation that I may have now is that gold gone down because a lot of selling was there to cover some of the losses from other investments. Now, if we continue and look at the opportunity with gold, now it's at 5,171. In order for you to know what potential gold can give, right, according to multiple analysts in the market, they're assuming that the gold is going to continue rising, and they expect that by the end of this year, it can reach $6,000 per troy ounce. So now, as you may see, it's at 5,171. So let's say you want to get 100 troy ounce of gold. Imagine with 100 troy ounce, you need $10,000, okay, $10,000, $10,300, considering that your leverage is also 1 to 50, like many brokers offer. Okay, so with the $10,000, you can get 100 troy ounce of gold. 100. Okay, that's pretty much a lot. Okay, if you trade that without, let's say, leverage, that would be standing somewhere about 5 million, right? So, but anyway, 100 troy ounce of gold right now, okay, you can trade for $10,000. Now, what is your potential? Let me show you your potential. Let's say gold goes to 6,000 as it expected, okay? Then you may want to see your potential is $82,000 to make. So investing, let's say 10,000 you consider to get give or take about 800% back in return. So your potential return could be $82,000 on gold, right? With an investment of 10,000. Now this could be 1,000, so then it could be 8,000. So the amount, obviously, it depends on the capabilities you have. So this is just for you to get an idea on what happened to gold. Okay, it did drop, but still, it's a precious metal, and it's being among the most, let's say, popular investments nowadays, and it's anticipated by the biggest analysts from the biggest banks to continue rising. So this is the opportunity with gold. Okay, let's move forward, and now we're gonna look at some US 100. Now, US 100, it's the US stock market and represents an index that counts 100 biggest high-tech companies. So US 100, which is NASDAQ 100, that's 100 biggest companies in the US, and you can see what happened to the companies. Okay, look, this is where the price of the US stock market was on Friday. Okay, it was at $24,958 for one share of NASDAQ. And as you may see, the next day, on the 2nd of March, the price already dropped to 24,600, and then it continued to go down to 24,400, and then by 3rd of March, Tuesday, it reached the lowest level at 24,315. So it's actually dropped a lot, right? From 24,900, almost 25, it dropped to 24,200. So it dropped like about $2,000 for one share. And as you may see, since then it gone up, okay, to 25,000, and then it dropped back down again to 24,500. Now, what is good about US 100, okay, and if you look especially on the longer time frame, for example, on the monthly chart, right, and I will show you what is good about it, is that every single drop that happens on it historically creates an opportunity to buy the dip. So this is Nasdaq graph, okay, and it's on the monthly chart. Just so you understand, every candle represents 1 month movement, and as you may see, every time this index drops down, there's a huge spike later. Okay, it drops down later, right? Drops down and it goes like that. So now you see it going down for 1, 2, 3, 4 months in a row, creating an opportunity of buying the dip should this conflict start basically easing down or maybe even stopping anytime soon. So for those of you that want to take advantage of trading Nasdaq, let's say now the price is 24,600. So let's say you was going to get yourself, okay, one lot of Nasdaq, one lot, right? One lot of Nasdaq, and one lot is basically one share. And it requires from you only $492. So let's say you buy 10 shares, $5,000. $5,000 with your leverage, okay, 1 to 50, you need only $5,000 to buy 10 shares. Now, let's say that Nasdaq price goes from 24,600 and it goes back to 26,000, where it was just recently. Okay, we're gonna put 26,000, right, as the price to go. And you may see that investing 4,900 as your investment into 10 shares to buy 10 shares, you're expecting to make $13,663 back in return. So if we talk percentage-wise, give or take, it's about, let's say, 250, 300%. That's what the potential return you may be expecting on the Nasdaq 100 should the price start going back once the conflict eases. Now, that is very important for you and for those of you that trade stocks or stock market or indices. Okay, so now you know what's going on, what happened, and what is expected to happen. Okay, moving forward, let's look at US dollar. So now we're looking at the USD JPY. Okay, and you can see that on Friday the price was at 155.84. Okay, that was the exchange rate, and since then the price has gone up to 157.75. So you may see that US dollar gone up versus Japanese yen, and it's usually the case. So let's say when something happens in the market, a war or any other tension, US dollar starts to act as a safe haven as well, because majority of assets are quoted in dollars. For example, gold is quoted in dollars, silver is quoted in dollars, Bitcoin is quoted in dollars. It means that in order for someone to buy that assets, they need to exchange their currency, they need to buy dollars. And that's why dollar usually goes up a lot once that happens. So now let's quickly summarize what we discussed just now. As you could understand, the market reacted a lot right away after the conflict started. And after it reacted that much, it created a lot of movements in different class of assets. And these movements, of course, need to be covered, and they will be covered. They will either continue, let's say, increasing or decreasing, depending on what asset you trade. But what is the most important is that there's two scenarios, okay? There's two scenarios that you may want to continue for the next week. So the scenario number one is when the escalation is continued. Now, if the escalation will continue, then you may want to see oil prices continue to go higher, as well as the gold prices to continue to go higher, and of course the stock market to continue to go lower. That's the scenario number one for you for the next week. Now, scenario number two, if the escalation is going to start to slow down, then you may see the rebounds in stock markets, and especially in Nasdaq 100. Then you may see the correction, meaning like a drop down in oil prices and maybe even in gold prices. So in order for you just to be prepared, you need to always watch the markets every day. Now, majority of people don't follow the news on a daily basis, and it's a shame, because that's what basically creates opportunities for those of you that using, let's say, their trading accounts to possibly make some money. Now, so this is exactly why traders must follow geopolitical news and news in general. Because when you know and when you put your finger on the pulse on the market, then you know what is happening now and why the prices of specific assets are actually where they are, and what is the continuation, what is the potential, right, for your, let's say, assets to go up or down. Many traders lose money because they trade the chart, but they don't understand the logic behind that chart. Now, in order for you not to be in that list of those that lose money because they don't understand what's going on, I really want you to subscribe to my channel here so that you follow the news with me, because I do these overviews every week and every month. This is exactly why traders must follow geopolitical events and read news, because majority of people lose money in trading because they trade charts without understanding the macro picture, without understanding what brought the price on the chart to that level and where this price may continue should this happen or that happen. Now, if you want to understand how professional traders read the markets, and of course how to read that obviously yourself and take advantage of this type of opportunities, I would like you to subscribe to my channel. So subscribe here, and I also share daily market insights on my Telegram channel. So please subscribe there as well, because over there I'm just providing the most important, let's say, news and the most important, let's say, events that create market movements right away, as well as I provide access to signals. So you can trade some technical signals just joining my Telegram channel. And obviously you can ask any questions. And if you want to see that trading can become your structured source of income, then I offer free one-to-one Zoom sessions where we meet face-to-face and discuss your goals. And I will explain to you if trading is the right thing for you or not. And I do that through my academy. I run my academy, Beat Your Broker One-to-One Trading Academy. So check in my bio, check about me. And if you really want to take trading seriously, get in touch with me and we'll start from there. I hope that you're going to stay safe, and I hope that everything's going to be good with you and the people that you like and you love. And yeah, see you next. All right, so just subscribe to me and enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye for now.